Last week on the Cow-Calf Corner, we visited with you about the importance of a baby calf getting colostrum early in life because it affects his health as a young calf as well as on through his productive life. The timing by which that baby calf gets the colostrum is very, very important. You see, when that baby calf is born, the lining of his intestines have a set of large cells that have the capability of absorbing those very large proteins that we call immunoglobulins. Another word for them is antibodies. Well, as that calf is born, those cells start to slough off and be lost. Therefore, as time goes on, that calf then loses the capability of absorbing those large proteins or antibodies, and therefore the passive immunity that we're trying to get in them. As you take a look at this particular graphic, research done years and years ago shows us the percent of those immunoglobulins that can be absorbed depending upon how old the calf is in hours. By the time he's 6 hours of age, he can absorb about 66% of the antibodies that is taken in and passes on to his gut. By the time he's 12 hours of age, it's down to less than half, and by the time he's a full day old, it's clear down to 10 to 12%, and after that, virtually negligible. You see, that calf's gut is changing rapidly, and that's why it's so important that we get the colostrum in them in those first few hours of life. Now, if we have calves that are born out in a pasture and they get along just fine, get up and nurse mama in a short period of time, then Mother Nature is taking care of that problem. But if we bring a cow or a heifer in and are needing to apply assistance, perhaps it's a difficult birth, and that calf is particularly sluggish and is going to be slow to get to his feet, slow to find the teat, therefore that time essence is against him. That's the one that we want to supply some colostrum that we've had prepared and perhaps frozen ahead of time, have to thaw it out and make sure that that calf gets some of that colostrum within the first 6 hours if possible. If we don't have some frozen colostrum available, then we might want to go ahead and purchase a colostrum replacer and have that on hand so that we can go ahead and make sure that that calf gets that colostrum replacer within the first 6 hours of life. And I want to point out to you that as you're purchasing these products, look on the label. The replacers will have 100 grams of immunoglobulin G or more. Those that have less than that, usually about half of that, are what we call colostrum supplements. And they're only going to supplement mother's natural milk and not totally replace it. So keep that in mind. Understanding this business of passive immunity and that intestinal closure that we've mentioned earlier, I think is very, very important as we try to save every calf in this upcoming calving season so that we've got more calves to sell next fall. Hey, we look forward to visiting with you again next week on Sunup's Cow-Calf Corner.